akala nyo model no? Well, this fashion show has its purpose. I'm actually showing clothes that were from Ukay. After this video, I think you'll see why thrifting can be important and even an act of community service. Let's talk about fast fashion. According to Merriam-Webster, fast fashion is an approach to the design, creation, and marketing of clothing fashions that emphasizes making trends quickly and cheaply available to consumers. There was a time when fashion trends were based on the four seasons: spring, summer, fall, and winter. But ever since 2014, and particularly the boho trend, there has been 52 micro seasons per year, meaning that brands like Zara, H&M, Forever 21, and Nike has a new collection every week. They keep a big stock to accommodate every individual, and ultimately the goal is to have us consumers buy as many items as possible in a shorter amount of time. Fast fashion operates on a business model of low quality, high volume. So gagawa ng clothing for a cheap price, mark it up, and ang kita ay magagaling sa dami ng pinroduce. This is where an ocean of clothing leads to. 15% of fabric gets discarded, 20% of the global wastewater is from the fashion industry, and think about the packaging waste too. This is where thrifting comes in. In the Philippines, we're familiar with Ukay. These are stores that sell second-hand clothes, bags, shoes, and more for a much affordable price. From my experience, most of these clothes are still in pretty good quality. Remember, fast fashion produces low-quality trend items in a large amount. They are easily worn out or damaged. I personally have had H&M tops that didn't even get worn more than 3 times bago sila makabutas. When you go to an ukay, you can find better quality clothing. What's more is, it avoids direct disposal of clothing, lessens packaging waste, and supports small businesses. Maybe for first world countries, they can consider fast fashion cheap. But here in the Philippines, would you really consider buying a t-shirt that costs around 300 to 500 pesos? Jeans that cost roughly around 1,500 pesos? I got these pretty unique and cheap pants for only 100 pesos in Intramuros. But we don't have to go any farther, because you can do your own ukay at home. First, gather the clothes you want to sell. It would be great if your friends and family can help out and provide more clothing. You can do it right outside your house, and make signs to let passers-by know. Make sure to avoid using plastic when people buy and use some string, yarn, or old paper bags instead. Of course, kayo bahala kung saan nyo gagamitin yung profit, but for me, I might donate it to people in need or charitable causes. Finally, your lifestyle affects the community. Even one small ripple can affect an ocean. And so, while this may be deemed as somewhat indirect or it may not be an immediate solution, doing this has a significant contribution. Think of it this way. Say your whole community practices proper garbage disposal, but you alone is selfish enough to throw your waste anywhere. You alone can cause ripple effects of sanitary problems, segregation problems, diseases, and more. So next time you underestimate small and personal contributions, I suggest you look at the way you live. Maybe thinking big has made you blind about smaller important things.